Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to the live stream. So, I'll be playing some more Geofs because the first live stream didn't get a single view. So, I hope this live stream is gonna get some views. I really hope so. So, anyway, this time I think I should just start it right now. I think that would be a pretty good idea. So, yeah, I'm starting it right now. Let's get an aircraft. What aircraft is good to get? Community contributed. Hmm. A220, A10 Thunderbolts. Hmm. This is actually quite hard. Oh. And 225 Maria. You'll be missed. To honor the N225, we'll be flying it today. And that didn't go good. This is not how it is supposed to be. Location on runway. Let's try Miami. Let's see if that fixes it. That seems to have fixed it. Anyway, oh, there's someone watching. Hello. So yeah, I'll just be taking full thrust and taking off. Oh, I forgot flaps. I'll just be taking full flaps because why not? And I will. Why isn't the plane lifting? Oh yeah, now it's working. Lift off. Landing gear up. Right. We're in the air. So yeah, I'll be taking the flaps up. This plane is a bit uncontrollable right now. But anyway, this is a legend of an aircraft. It's sad that it isn't with us anymore. RIP the AN225 Maria. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, it's sad that the AN225 isn't with us anymore. Let me take on the autopilots. 80. Let's take an altitude of 4,000, no 5,000. Climbing at 1,500 feet per minute. If anybody wanna chat to me, you can do it in the live chat. I'll be trying to talk to you guys in the chat. So if anybody wants to talk to me, you can. So yeah. I'll be saying a bit of information about this aircraft. The AN-225 Embraer was a plane made in 1988, while the Soviet Union was still a thing. It was made in what is now known as Ukraine. Yeah, it has a pretty sad end to it. It ended with it being destroyed by a Russian bomb being dropped on Kiev. So yeah, that was a pretty sad end. Yeah, let's gain a bit more altitude. Let's say 10,000 feet. That's low, but oh wait, that's too high of a climb. Like that, 200 knots. Yeah, that seemed to be good. Anyway, yes. I do not know if I should try and land this aircraft right now. Now that I think about it, nah, maybe. maybe later. Let's see if there's a cockpit. Cockpit. Seriously? This is the cockpit. It doesn't seem like much of a cockpit. It seems like pretty much nothing. This is not a cockpit, this is a roof with engines. Right there. Extra views, tail. This is actually kinda cool. Anyway, follow cam. Let's try and take this up to cruising altitude before we do anything. Anyway. Oh, we're at 10,000 feet, it seems like. Are we at 10,000 feet? Yeah, we seem to be at 10,000 feet. Right. 230 knots. What about climb to? See, under 10,000 feet, you can only be at max 240 knots. But above, you can go higher. So I'll increase it to 260 knots now. It's going good. By the way, I have until that clock hits 17 to live stream. So yeah, a bit over 30 minutes. I think that's an alright streaming time. So yeah, I think this is gonna be a good time. Let's climb to, let's say, 30,000 feet. That is normal cruising. At least minimum. Let's climb at a bit faster pace. So yeah, live streaming with OBS, flying the AN225 Maria. I think that's how you say it. It has a bit of a complicated name. Right there, Maria. But thank you to Nightshade, and then whatever that means, for building this aircraft. It's an awesome aircraft. At least building it, the model for this flight simulator. They didn't build the actual aircraft. That was made by Antonov, the Ukrainian company called Antonov. Let's go at a heading of, what about due north? 360 knots. No, 360. What about going in that direction? 360. Back. 0. That is also a way of saying due north. It would be, I think, that way, would be due north. By the way, this is Miami, and I have actually flown out of this airport in Miami. I was in Miami on summer vacation this summer, and I actually filmed a lot of videos. Both in Miami, Washington, and a lot of other cities here on the east coast of USA. I drove from New York to Miami. Obviously, I didn't do it alone. I'm only 13 years old, so I couldn't do it alone. It was with my foster mom and my brother and my foster mom's daughter. So yeah, that is due north. Oh yeah, that makes sense. We are due north is obviously the coastline is basically due north. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So yeah, I do understand. So yeah, this is gonna. I think I might land it somewhere. I don't know. I don't really know. Let's look at what locations there is. Approaches Gibraltar. You can approach Gibraltar. You can approach Gibraltar in this. Hey, there's Key West. That's that way around. Around that way. Churchville, Prince Juliana. Santa Cat. Lukla. In that is the closest airport to Mount Everest. You know what? What about we try flying in Mount Everest? Right there, you can fly. You can actually fly close to Mount Everest right here. Let's fly close to Mount Everest, like that. Now Mount Everest is not. Oh no no no! Full thrust, full thrust, full thrust. Increase just maximum. And I'll be decreasing the heading. I think that right there is meant to be Mount Everest. It's blinding my eyes. I think we need to get higher up in altitude. Like that, I think. Climbing at that pace, I think that's meant to be Mount Everest. This is blinding my eyes, literally. You might not see it, but my screen is probably. It's very bright, so yeah. But that right there is meant to be my Mount Everest, so yeah. What about going to Amsterdam? We're very low for the altitude that I've set in. We're also too fast for this altitude. You cannot go above 240 knots in below 10,000 feet, so this is ultra low. I'll be increasing the climb speed. I think this is supposed to be Amsterdam. A bit under. It's okay, I guess. What about Grand Canyon? Good old Grand Canyon. Yeah, this seems about right. It's not blinding my eyes or anything. They say you shouldn't look up at the sun, but my experience with Mount Everest was much worse. There's a little river. Flying the N225 in over Grand Canyon. I don't think that has ever happened, but it would be cool. But it'll never happen if it hasn't already happened, because Russia bombed the place where this plane was. Yeah, let's try Peru. This is Peru. I mean, oh, okay. I guess it's okay. I'll go back to heading at 360. Or just 0. Like that. Due north. Let's fly north. Alright, turning north. What about... Let me think. What about Italy? Yeah, let's go to Italy. This is Italy. Pastaland. Welcome to Italy, the land of pizza. I'm very sorry if anybody watching is Italian. I mean, it's not a bad thing to be known for. It's actually pretty good to be known for making good food. Let's try Australia. Is that where the huge rock is? Oh, yeah, it is. It seems like it. Though this rock is very poorly textured. I have 30 minutes left. That is a long time. What about Algeria? Yeah, welcome to Algeria. Yeah. Looks like a desert. That sounded like I said dessert, but I meant desert. So yeah. Let's try France. Another place that's known for making good food. I think baguettes, come from here. Yeah, baguettes. Welcome to France. There's somebody named Foo right there. This is just so cool. Look at this. This is in, what was it? Oh yeah, this was, I think. Where is it? Yeah. This is the Alps. I didn't even read that right. I just said France. This is the Alps. Cool. This is the Alps. There's a lot of mountains, and a plane crashed here. Okay. Let's try San Francisco. Welcome to San Francisco, where the Golden Gate is. What about west coast of Scotland? Here's the west coast of Scotland. Right, the west coast of Scotland doesn't seem too bad. Let's try Greece. Welcome to Greece. This seems like a cool little place in Greece. What about Germany? If you don't know, I actually live in Denmark, which is right next to Germany. So I could actually, if I had a driver's license and was old enough to drive, I could actually drive here maybe. I mean, it's not too long. It's at least not as long as it would take to drive to, let's say, Finland or something. Even though it is pretty close. Let's look. What about? I do not think I do not. Alright, let's see. I do not know if they have this, but they might have Copenhagen in this game somewhere. Let's try and search Copenhagen Airport. And what is it that it wanted? ICAO code, okay. ICAO code. EKCH. Let's see, do they have search? Yeah, this is Copenhagen Airport. I've been here. I've stood right here next to that runway. And right over here also. Isn't that just awesome? I have been here. I have flown here. I live in this country. Isn't that just awesome? Welcome to Denmark, my home country. I think I'll take over from the autopilots. This is my country, not its. I'll decrease the speed because I'm not too good at flying manually at too high speed. But too low speed will mean that I fall, so not too low speed nor too high speed. Alright, Right, this is a bit of too much of bank, but it will work out. I have actually been to this airport. This actual airport. I have flown to this airport. This is basically the airport I go to if I need to fly anywhere. This isn't even in the city that it's serving. It's serving Copenhagen, but it is in another city called Kastrup. I don't know if I said that right in English. In Danish, it sounds different, but this is not Denmark. Wait a minute. That is Sweden. That right there is Sweden. Let me fly from one country to another. Full thrust, I just need to get there no matter what. As fast as possible. Then I will have flown internationally in this game. This I wrote down there. I think that's a good idea for later. After I've flown into Sweden, I'll try and take off from Copenhagen and land right there. Or at least try and land right there. Anyway, I'll first fly into Sweden. I have actually driven on that exact piece of road right here. Because I've driven to Sweden. I haven't driven the car, but I have been in the car. I didn't drive the car. Oh, speed is getting so high. Over 400 knots. That is a lot of speed. I think I might be overspeeding. Let's try and increase it to the max. Let's see how much this plane can do. I've just set it to try and fly at the maximum speed it can. Let's see how much speed it gets up to. Here it is beyond. Look how hard it is to keep the plane down. It might actually get to 500 knots. It got over 500 knots. That is cool. I don't think it'll get too high. Will it get to 600 knots? That right there, 600 knots. Will this plane get to 600 knots? This is staying 225. It's not built for speed. It can't go that fast level, can it? I don't think it can. Let's see how fast the AN225 gets. I've literally set the speed to the maximum it can get to. I don't think this is gonna go good. By the way, I've flown into Sweden now. Can it get to 700 knots? I don't think so, but looks like it's slowly increasing. Slowly increasing. Oh, it's gonna be so awesome if this plane gets to 700 knots. I don't think that is realistic, but I guess it's a game, so I think we have broken the barrier, because this is in knots, not kilometers an hour. I think we have actually broken the sound barrier. I don't think the speed is gonna increase much more than this, so about 650 knots. Let's see what happens if I disconnect the autopilot and do nothing. And up we go. Still full thrust on the engines, and up we go. This is what happens. So yeah. I just made a loop-to-loop in an AN225 without touching any controls. Isn't that just insane? I think that's pretty insane. Let's decrease the thrust. And let's try and get this plane back down to normal speed. I have full spoilers. Right, this might initially cause a ballooning in altitude, but I will take the spoilers fully down. This will add more lift, but it'll also add more drag, causing the plane to go more and slower and slower. So yeah, this is some pretty advanced stuff. Not really, this is something. I don't know if it's advanced, but it seems a bit advanced. Alright, I need to level off, maybe even climb if I want to get the speed low. Alright, now I can start retracting spoilers and flaps like this. I think I've slowed it down now. Anyway, let's switch aircraft to a smaller aircraft. Let's say BAE 146. Yeah, it is made for short runways, right? Yeah, it is. Why is this so complicated to control? I don't know what the creator have done with this aircraft, but it is hard to control. Let's try another one. Let's try a ATS 72. Right, the aircraft isn't even spawning. Oh, how did the game even pause? Let's try silver then. No. Hop. The hop one is working. Well, guess we're gonna use Air France for this. Anyway, what we'll be doing now is that we will spawn into Copenhagen, over Copenhagen, and now we will try and land on that narrow strip of land right there. First of all, I need to decrease my speed a bit if I wanna get this done. Out with the flaps a bit. I don't want the plane to stall, neither do I want it to be too fast. You know what, just full flaps. Just full flaps. We have full flaps, alright. Let's decrease the thrusts to try and get the plane more down. This plane is actually pretty cool. I will not lie, this is pretty cool. Anyway, this is the ultimate challenge. Can we land the ATR 72 on this small strip of land between Denmark and Sweden? I hope we can. By the way, this is where the bridge going between Denmark and Sweden, it's actually using this land to stand up. So yeah, I thought that was a pretty... it's not important information, but it is information. Anyway, full spoilers. Right, alright, not too hard of... Can we get the plane stopped in time? I think this is going pretty good. It's going good. Alright, the speed is actually decreasing very slowly. I don't think this is realistic slowing down of an aircraft. Alright, let's try a little bit bigger aircraft, shall we say. Nothing too big. Let's try the CRJ 700, yeah, the bigger one. Let's try the CRJ 700. It has flaps. Wait, does it have flaps? It seems that I don't know. So let's try an aircraft that's a bit more clear. If it has flaps. Let's try the Dash 8. Does this plane has flaps? Yes, this plane very clearly has flaps. It has brakes. It doesn't have spoilers. Like the ATR, this doesn't have spoilers. It is not the greatest model, but I think it is very good and cool for what it is. Let's take full thrust before we change location, because we will spawn in there and I don't want it to fly too slow. Landing gear out, flaps full. Yeah, that is what I'm doing here. I'm just taking full flaps and landing gear down the second I spawn in. Instead of floating piece, yeah, I think creator of this, please fix. Anyway, I hope it gets fixed. Anyway, if it doesn't get fixed, it's also alright. I mean, nobody will notice a floating piece of debris. Anyways, I'll try and land it, and then after this, let's try the A220 after this. Yeah, shall we? Yeah. It has spoilers, so it might be able to land here because it has spoilers, which will make it easier for it to stop. Right now, I am concentrating a lot on just getting this plane down to the ground without stalling it out. I have my hands on the thrust levers, and let's get this plane down on the ground. It's going pretty good. I think we're going a bit too fast for the Dash 8 actually. I actually think we're going a bit too fast for the Dash 8. Alright, we jumped. It's nothing too bad. Alright, control it to stay on. Alright, that was not my fault. Alright, this is going pretty good. After this we'll try the A220. And then I think this live stream is gonna be over. Let's change it to the A220. I know there's one right. Air Tanzania or Swiss? I'll just choose Swiss. Does it have flaps? Yes, it has. It has flaps. Does it have spoilers? Yes. Does it have brakes? Obviously, yes. Let's take it back up to, yeah, full flaps. Bit more thrust. Down with the landing gear. Right, this is pretty good. Up with the spoilers just to slow the plane down for now, because we are going pretty fast. Alright, we need spoilers if we're gonna do this. Alright, stall warning, we'll take off the spoilers. More stall warnings. A bit more speed, not too much more. I think this is going pretty good for the fact that we are literally landing on an island. And this plane was meant to land on probably much longer runways than this island. I think you actually might be able to make a small airport here in this island. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Not with the difficulties I'm facing. I'm just joking. I am not facing that many difficulties. I think it could be cool if an airport was constructed there, but what about the motorway going over? Alright, I'm pretty low, ready for touchdown. Right, we're down. Can I stop the A220 in time? I have both spoilers and brakes out. Fully. This island seems to have a bug with making planes jump into the air. And after this, I'll be shutting off the stream. So, yeah, it was fun to have a live stream with you. It was. Thank you to the few people who saw a bit of it. And thank you for watching this live stream. Hope you enjoyed it. I think I'll be making another live stream maybe tomorrow where I try landing planes on this island. I think that is what I'm gonna do tomorrow. But anyways, thank you. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after tomorrow, but anyways. Yeah, I really missed what time it was. I thought it was gonna be 19 in a second. Anyway, I'll say goodbye anyways because of the fact that then I'll not do this too much because then I'll test it with more planes in the next live stream. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this live stream. See you in the next video live stream and see you later.